Hi guys, it is Monday. It's currently like 10 to 2. Today, well this morning I haven't really done much apart from finish off my photo. I finally finished it today. I had like a few lines left to do and stuff, but I finally finished it. I do also have like a hole here. There's a hole from like this being on it for too long and stuff, and then I accidentally must have like moved it as I was like doing some of like the colouring in down here to create a hole. But yeah, oh well. And then obviously these parts are like curling up and stuff. But I have finished this picture, which is great. So I've got another, what, 13, 14? I can't remember how many I said yesterday to do, or in the last, was it yesterday I said it in this vlog, or was it in the last vlog I said it? I can't remember now. But yeah, so I've completed this one. I might leave starting the other ones until either next year, or I'm a bit further through my actual like TBR of books that I want to read this year, or if I just feel like doing some more colouring in or doing this, then I will start another one, but for now I just want to leave it with doing this, even though I've got a bunch to do. But they are just really time consuming. But yeah, I've done that and finished that, so that can be put away later on. But today is kind of just being a day of, I wanted to finish that, just watch all my subscription videos, since I'm literally on my second to last one, and then I've finished watching all my subscription videos on YouTube. Do that, do the washing, and then do some reading, because I think this month, I should say this year, this month of June, I kind of want to get into the mindset or start doing reading at least a chapter a day of a book. So I try and read every day, but if I can read at least a chapter, I would say at least like a page or two, but I'm kind of getting it into more of the mindset this year, and so that I'd much rather finish a whole chapter than like stop reading in the middle of a chapter. I'd much rather read to the end of the chapter, and then when I pick up the book again, like the next day or a few days later, I'd rather start a chapter than be in the middle of a chapter, kind of thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm thinking this month read at least a chapter a day, if not more. That would be great if I can read more than one chapter a day, but I kind of want to read every day, and then obviously having the least amount of being like a chapter. Also, but yeah, so I kind of want to do that and go from there, to be honest. Since we are now getting into my goal of trying to get a few books read before my birthday, I kind of want this Lights Out series to be read by my birthday, which means I've got to continue reading this book and finish this book, and then start the second book in the series, since there's only the two at the moment, since the third book hasn't been released yet. It's getting released later on in the year, but I've pre-ordered it, but I'll probably end up possibly reading it next year or so. But yeah, so kind of in the mindset of try to get this book read and Bride with Me, which is the second book in the series, before my birthday, and then figure out, or if I can get both of them read by then, that'd be great, like beforehand, and possibly start another book would be great. But also do the thing of figuring out what my third book that I want to take on holiday is. I know my first 2 books that I want to take on holiday and take with me and read and stuff, because I think they're the 2 that I bought, was it last year, on holiday. I want to take them and read them because they're like 2 different themes, and then I'm thinking possibly pack a third one just in case, and stuff. But yeah, so today I'm not really doing much. I was gonna do some of the stuff that I was gonna do yesterday, like sort out all my like cable organization. I was gonna do that yesterday, but then like my iPad was playing up with editing, so I didn't, and then by the time I got done sorted all that out and stuff, I went from there. It was like a few hours till like going to see The Mandalorian and Grogu in the cinema, so I didn't really do much. And then today I'm just like, I'm doing the washing. I wanted to finish off doing that picture, and I was like, I might as well just watch some YouTube and stuff and chill downstairs for a bit, and then tomorrow I can go upstairs in like my office area, do some prep for videos, I think. I don't know if I need to prepare for any videos or so, but I do need to film Wednesday's video, which won't take me long anyway, but film that. I want to move my books from my bedroom into the office area, so I want to do that tomorrow, and then also what else do I want to do? I'll do the cable organisation tomorrow as well, and just sort some stuff out like that, and yeah, so there's a few things that I want to get done tomorrow, so I thought I might as well spend my day in the office, my office area room tomorrow, and just get some of that stuff done then. But yeah, so I was thinking of just doing it that way, because then I can just put like whatever on the TV and just work in there. So yeah, do that and then chill, because I think I also have some like thumbnails I need to do and sort out for previous videos that have been uploaded, which I haven't sorted out, and descriptions and stuff, so might as well do that tomorrow and go from there and make sure I've got everything prepped for the next few videos that are going to get uploaded, and that this month and next month and stuff, and go from there, I think. So yeah, gonna do that tomorrow, but yeah, today I'm just gonna continue watching some YouTube, and that I think I'll probably be done within like the next hour or so of watching my subscription videos, since they all seem to be like around like 30 minutes, the ones I've got left, the 2 that I've got left, so that won't take me long, but do some reading and just sit and chill for a bit, I think, and also just go check on the washing and do the washing, and that, but yeah, and go from there. But I did speak to my dad yesterday about some stuff, and he said possibly for me to start doing the garden, and that because obviously I was gonna film and do everything with like decorating my office area, my sister's old bedroom, but obviously my dad took control of that because it was easier and quicker for him to do it, because we had my grandparents coming over to stay like within like a week or so we started doing it, so it was easier just for him to like do it because he could do it quicker, and that's why he said maybe I could take over and do the garden, but I haven't got a green thumb, so that one would see about. So there might be, like, don't hold me to this, but there might be like a gardening renovation series coming soon. There might not be, depending on if I actually do it or not, because he was speaking to me about possibly doing that. But yeah, don't hold me to that one might not actually happen. So yeah, but yeah, so just chilling at the moment. But yeah, then I'm gonna finish my lunch since I haven't done that yet. I just thought I'd quickly pop on after I quickly finished my colouring in picture, and then go from there with doing some stuff. But yeah, but my main goal at the moment now is cleaning. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. It might be a bit dark at the moment, even though it does not look like it on screen or on my iPad on camera, but it is a bit dark in like this room in person, because I've got one of like I've got the cupboard door open, but at the moment I'm just going to start doing a to-do list for the day, because I want to try and start doing that each day. Like, I've just got this like random little like notepad book, and I've got a few of these, so I thought, you know what, might as well just use one and try and make a to-do list like every day. Either just do it in the morning after I get up, or do it like the night before or so. But I just going to make a to-do list for today. Is the 2nd of June. I'm also just gonna write the date on there as well. But yeah, so I've got a few things that I want to get done, hence why I'm in this room, to get done in here. I need to film a makeup video, which is for Wednesday. I need to sort out all the cables and stuff, since I've got this organizer here for all like the cables and stuff. It's just like a bracket thing that will clip to my desk at the back, and do that. And then I've also got an extension cable for it. So I need to sort out the cables and that in here. And then I also want to move my books I've read into this cupboard in here. I've currently got, I think it's this section here that I'm pointing at, all my like pads, pens and stuff that I need for in here. So the top 2 shelves, even though one of the shelves up here has 2 like bits of wood, I'm trying to point, and I'm like the top shelf up there has 2 bits of wood, so I don't know if I can make another shelf out of it as well. But I want to move all like the books that I've read into here, so then my cupboard is a bit more clear, and I can just rearrange and organise my cupboard a bit better, since it's getting a bit more messy. So I'm going to try and do like a bookshelf kind of thing in here for now, and go from there. So I need to move my red books, and then I also want to like sort out thumbnails and descriptions and stuff, which I need to do on my laptop, which is in here. So I've got a few things that I just need to try and get done in here and go from there. I'm finishing off drying the dark washing. It's only got like a few minutes, that needs drying, since it's just like the slightest little bit damp. So it shouldn't take too long, and then that will be that done. So I was saying, thumbnail descriptions. I'm writing my to-do list as I'm like talking to you guys through it. And then I've also got like some tights that I need to sort out. I saw, I think it was on TikTok, a way where I think you like somewhat wash them and then like freeze them a bit, which stops them or prevents them to like snagging a bit or something, or like ripping. So I'm gonna try and do that as well. So yeah, try and do that today. So I'll sort out tights. But yeah, so that is my to-do list for the day. If I think of anything else, I'll put it on that abstract. I might put my like read one chapter on here as well. So I don't forget about that. But I'm just gonna put some YouTube on and go from there for today, and just simply chill, I think, and stuff. So yeah, I might do that. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with doing some of the stuff. But yeah, I might start with doing my keyboards actually, and then film. So I might go through it with you guys of me doing these keyboards, because I don't actually know what I'm doing, so we will do this together. So there's 4 different ways I can do this. I can either have it on like top of my desk or underneath. It'll probably go underneath, so it'll probably be like this number 1, where it like points underneath my desk and below my desk, and then on top of my desk and out and stuff. So yeah, let's try and install this. There's only 2 steps anyway, so should be easy enough, or slightly easy anyway. But I got this on Amazon, and it came with like obviously this like bracket that will get clipped and go underneath, and then it's got these like oval kind of spaces, and then it came with the stuff to actually attach, and then some ties, cable ties, like the screws, a wrench, and an Allen key, and then these cable things, which has like 3 for each, which I don't know if I'll end up using or not, but I got them, which I will do that stuff later on. But for now, let's make this, or at least try to attempt to anyway. So yeah. But it's just one of them things that you just kind of like screw, and it sits like wedged on your desk. That way. So it goes this way. I think it goes out on the outside, so it doesn't feel like it would be secure on the inside. So how do I do this? I've got to use both tools at the same time. It's gonna be fun. So that goes on the inside, and this goes on the outside. So I just do the bottom one first. So, well, obviously this isn't like tight enough, but it goes somewhat like that, I'm guessing. And then this like wrench one is on the inside. And the Allen key is on the out. I'm just doing one like off camera at the moment because I have no clue how to do this. But why do you need both? Because surely you only need one of these to tighten one side, not both. But okay. Let's move this up so it's not in the way. At the moment. And then let's show you guys how I done it. So you need like one of these like bolts that goes this side, and then one of these things. Oh, I was pressing the wrong one. I was like pressing this back one to hold it in place instead of this one. And then I'll pick that up in a minute. That's still my way. My hand. And then get this wrench and turn all. And drop that again. In fairness, it would probably be easier if this was like flat. But I was like doing it this way to show you guys what I was doing. So let me pick up that stuff and then. Okay, so now that these are all secure, I probably should have untwisted this earlier. I think, obviously I've got all cables here now at the moment, but should I do it halfway between the just doing it. So what screws at the side here where my fingers are, so I'm thinking doing it there in the middle might be the shout, because then it's in the middle of both, like well between my laptop and my computer, and push it on as far as it will go. Now I just need to twist it all the way. Oh, that's going all the way. Okay, I think that is on fine. I probably am still gonna have like this hanging. was that on the desk. So I need to do these. So I might as well, since it's a standing desk, I might as well plug the desk into this section as well. Is this extension cord long enough? I have no clue. But we will see, to be honest. I'm thinking as long as I plug it into the furthest spot. Oh, it's just about fits. But yeah, so this will be plugged in there. Save my laptop, yes. And then plug my laptop cable there, so I could push it back here. And then because my computer is this side, push this cable forward and go to the other side in this way. And then these cable ties. My dad did say that if I need any more, he's got some, and then there's, well, how many is there? I don't know how many there is in here. 2, 3, 4, oh there's 5, so that should be more than enough anyway. But let me work this out. What's this? Let's sort out this cable. Back. Which isn't been just like fold it, but because I just do this top part together and then so I don't want to bend it too many times, but then also I need to add this one can be added to the basket and just chill there, I think. Although this cable organisation could be better, so I might ask my dad to look at it like at the weekend or so, because he's probably not going to want to do it when he gets home from work or anything. But yeah, so I might get him to look at it later on. But this organisation, I can't really do anything about this. So this is just like for that. But I did swap my I've got a wireless mouse. I've had a wireless mouse for my laptop for ages, but I used to switch it between my laptop and my computer. But now I've bought a wireless keyboard and a mouse for this, for my computer, which I set up last week, I think it was. the end of last week, which means I've got less cables for here. So the only cables on here are for this lamp, which I might use one of these ties for actually, and then one for my fan that I have here, which is somewhat already tied up anyway. I just need to change it a bit. I might take off this label that I have for the fan because they're different colours anyway. And then obviously I've got the USB receiver for my keyboard and mouse are back there. So this will probably just stay like this for now, because it needs to be plugged into here, but I can't really do anything about that. So yeah. Oh, my computer has one of these, so I don't need to use one of these for my computer. But let me do my fan real quick and just try to get it done a bit better. And then if I do actually need to use my fan, I can do something else with it. One off. And get done like so. And then with this, just loop that up. Make me loop that way. And then wrap this around. And then wrap this down here and just put that in. Push that up so that's pointing upwards, and then the actual power things at the back here. And then I might actually use one of these as well for my phone cable. So I have a wireless charger which isn't actually plugged in at the moment, and then I actually have a phone cable, phone charger cable here that's plugged into my laptop at the moment. But I might take it out and just wrap this up in one of these and stuff for now. And stuff, and I think that's done. So I've got one left out of the 5. That's because I did use it for this as well. But yeah, so I also need to change my calendar over because it's on May still. So I'm gonna throw away the rubbish into my bedroom bin because the bin in this room is still housing the skybox on top, so I can't really use that bin at the moment. But yeah, so I'm gonna tidy up this desk a bit, film my makeup video since I'm using my tripod to film this part, so I might as well film my makeup video, and then do everything else that I need to do in here and go from there. So this is what my cupboard looks like. Don't mind the fan noise. I've got my old keyboard here because I don't know what really to do with it at the moment, so it's being left there. Obviously that is the same as it always is since I last showed you guys. And then I've got all my books apart from 3 that I have already read, and also excluding the ones I've read this year, on this shelf. Like, I don't know if you guys can see back there, there's like 3 rows of books with like a dehumidifier at the back, because I thought they all fitted in or somewhat into one, so I might as well do one. I tried moving the shelf up, but it was just 2 smaller shelves it made, which none of the books would fit on, so yeah. And then these 3 books didn't fit on this shelf, so they're just up there with another dehumidifier at the back, which I don't know if you guys can see even if I raise this up a bit. Oh, you might be able to see it a little bit and that. But yeah, they were like the first 3 in the alphabet. And I'm also like, I do love both them 3 books anyway, so I'm not too fussed about them being different, being up there. But yeah, that is the new layout for my books that I've read at the moment. With next year's lot of books, well, I mean this year's lot of books, I'm reading them, that might be changed a bit, or I might see if I could possibly get my dad to get some shelves being put up on the wall, and have some like bookshelves in here, instead of just getting like a bookcase. Get some like built-in shelving or something onto like the wall, so then I can add some books to it. Because originally I was thinking of putting like a long canvas or something behind me when I sit at the desk, so if when I do film, there's something behind me, and that. Because my dad also said about some plants, but if someone's like staying over, obviously my desk needs to be moved anyway if someone stays over, but then also on top of that, would have to move the plants as well. And that the canvas can stay where it is, but I'm thinking possibly put some bookshelves in here, so then I could have like my books that I have read on the shelves, which could be nice, instead of doing a long like canvas print instead. So could do that. Especially since there's like canvas prints on that wall, so having it on that wall like next to it, because it's like within a corner, might be a bit nicer. But yeah, but I've done like half of my to-do list now, and it's just gone 12, so I might try and do a bit more. I'm really warm in this room now. I've been like running between my room and this room. But I'm gonna try and get the videos done, because after I've done the videos, I'm done in this room and I can go chill downstairs. So I might try and get all the video descriptions and stuff like that done. I might also try and edit the video I just filmed, so I can do that description and thumbnail as well, to get that done, and then I will go downstairs, have some lunch, and do the stuff that I need to do downstairs. I feel like that might be the shout. So yeah. Hi guys, it is Thursday, and at the moment I am just chilling, doing another course, because I'm quite enjoying. At the moment I've been quite enjoying just sitting in here doing like some courses online. The one I'm currently doing at the moment is event management, because I thought it seemed cool. So at the moment I'm just doing that. But today I've got a few things on my to-do list. I've also somewhat managed to mark a few off. But yeah, I got a long to-do list today, because there was a few things yesterday that I was gonna do, which I didn't get around to doing, so that's been put on to today. And then I also added a couple more things for today anyway. But yeah, so at the moment just doing that. But yeah, I did manage to get some of the things. I think I was only like 2 things that I needed to do yesterday, which was I wanted to start a new course, which I've done today, and then make a list of something, which I'm like 2/3 way through of that, and so that's nearly done as well. But I didn't get around to doing that yesterday purely just because I wasn't really upstairs doing it. I decided to chill downstairs yesterday, and yeah, just didn't get around to doing it. And then also I ended up reading a bit more anyway. I read quite a bit yesterday, so that kind of made up for it. So yeah, But again, today I'm just trying to get a few things done and stuff, since I've got a phone call meeting later on this afternoon. So I'm like, if I can get as much done as I can this morning, then that'll be great. And then possibly after lunch or so, since it's now like 10 to 11, after lunch or so I can just sit downstairs, chill, watch some TV, and then go from there, do some reading and stuff. But yeah, and do that. Yeah. So do that. But also I'm doing like a PowerPoint thing that I've started with all like my goals and stuff for this channel, and where I wanna get up to within like the next 5 years or so. So I want to see if I can finish that today as well. So I'm thinking if I do as much of my course and stuff this morning, and then possibly this afternoon after lunch, I can just take my laptop downstairs and do that on the sofa, instead of having to be upstairs and stuff. But yeah, I might do that. Not too sure, but at the moment I'm just chilling on the sofa. I'm just chilling in my office. I've got Netflix on the TV. I was going to continue watching Manifest since I'm partway through the 3rd season of it. But it got up to a point where, when I was watching it a couple of days ago, my dad also got somewhat into it, about something that had happened. So it kind of gets to the point where I might need to watch that part of the next episode near him towards the evening. So I've just put on Sweet Magnolias instead, since there's 4 seasons of that, soon to be a 5th I think. So I'm currently starting to watch that, see if I'm into it or not, to if I want to watch it, since it's on my list. So yeah, I'm just trying to watch some stuff off of Netflix that I have on my watch list to get that down a bit, and go from there. But yeah, going to do that. Also try and do a bit more reading, since I think I'm only like 10% through my book I'm on, Cross the Line. So yeah, I kind of want to get a bit further into that at the moment, because I did have the plan of finishing that book and the 2nd book before my birthday, and possibly starting a 3rd. But the actual thought of that now, even though I've got a few weeks, the thought of it is slowly turning into probably not a possibility. But yeah, but I'm gonna carry on doing my course and see how far I can get. But most of this course is literally just watching videos, so I've been like pausing it every now and then just to jot down some notes. But yeah, hi guys, I don't know when the last time I spoke to you guys was, but it is Sunday. Also, don't mind my lip stain that I've got on my lips, I'm just waiting for it to like dry a bit more to be able to take it off. So yeah, don't mind that. But yeah, it is Sunday. I didn't want to get around to speaking to you guys. I don't know when I last spoke to you guys was it Thursday? I think I spoke to you guys for about on Thursday. And I don't know if I spoke to you guys Friday. But anyway, Friday, didn't really do much, just had a kind of a lazy day. And then I also had that yesterday as well. I ended up getting out of bed between 3 and half 3 yesterday, and then went downstairs and watch stuff of Disney, which I'm probably going to do today as well, but it is currently nearly 20 to 1, so I actually do need to get up. Well, I'm up and ready. I just need to sort out my like staying thing tint, to then go downstairs, have some lunch, and then I might continue watching some stuff on Disney for a bit. Then the Grand Prix is at like 2 today, I think it starts, so watch that, and also read while I'm watching that, since I'm not that far into this book, but I kind of want to get this book read by Wednesday, because I'm filming my reading wrap up, or at least that video needs to be up by Wednesday. It's going live on Wednesday, so I kind of want to see if I can get this book read by then at least anyway, because then I can put this book into that reading wrap up, and then I can also possibly film somewhere next week a little book haul that I've got. So I say little, there's quite a few books, so I spent a lot of money, but yeah, on books where I have no clue where I'm going to put them, but yeah. But for today I'm just going to chill for a bit, but I thought I'd quickly pop on as I need to edit this video, and I kind of forgot to film anything yesterday, so yeah. I will see you guys on Wednesday for my reading wrap up, and then next Sunday for another vlog, so I will see you guys then.